Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television. Today I did a little dive motion as opposed to where we delve into. I kill myself. Where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows is The Real Housewives of Potomac. But before we get into that, today was day 2 on the 21-day fix. Here's the thing. The diet part is actually not that difficult, although it's a lot of stuff that gets caught in your teeth. It's really annoying. It took me like 20 minutes just to make sure that I scrubbed and cleaned my teeth to make sure that nothing was caught in them. So, and I'm still not completely sure I got everything, but I think I did. So that's a little annoying. But those workouts will kill you. I see Autumn doing the Autumn Calabrese is the trainer on the videos, and she's doing the workouts, and I'm going, oh my god, I just want to die. I just want to roll over and drop dead right now. It's a little crazy, but I'm still on it, and I'll still be doing it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Housewives of Potomac. Let's talk about the Housewives of Potomac. So this was the final episode. This was the last episode. This was the part 2 of the reunion. And it was really weird. I'm not going to lie, it was very strange. Well, first of all, they had Juan come out, which was good. And he was kind of explaining his relationship with Robin. And he said that, there was 2 parts to a divorce. It wasn't all just him. But how much of, I honestly, I don't know how much of it I can buy, to be honest with you. But honestly, it's none of our business. If Robin wants to be with them, with Juan, then obviously she sees something we don't. So kudos to you, Robin. You keep getting whatever you want to get. So good for you. Ashley, on the other hand, is not in such a good place with her marriage. And Michael was basically saying that it was the other lady's fault, and they were like, really? I think I think with Michael and Ashley, the main issue that is coming between them is their age difference. He might think it's real cool to have a young Chippy as a wife, but she was looking for a partner, not a father. So that's kind of been a real sticking point. So he can blame all the other women all he wants, but the reality is it's not cool. And I did love this though. He told the ladies that when they came into his restaurant and they started talking shit, that they were, that everyone else's business should be off the table. And Robin just clapped right back at him, and she was like, yeah, and I think that our relationship should be off the table as well. Because that sure didn't stop her from running her mouth about mine. She was right. She was right. Because Miss Ashley had a lot to say. Okay, with the most to say, let's talk about the big showdown was really between Charisse and Karen, because Bermuda got addressed. So they were talking about Bermuda, and they were talking about the trip to Bermuda, and it was just this back and forth between actually, it wasn't really a back and forth between Charisse and Karen. Karen was just barking at everyone, and what was funny was that, first of all, she wouldn't answer a question unless Andy asked her. Because Ashley asked her a question that was legitimate, and Andy was like, and she's like, are you Andy Cohen? Are you the one hosting the show? And Andy was like, unlike in Bermuda, there is no question. I am hosting this show. I was like, oh, okay, Andy, you better just drop that gavel. Okay. So they were talking, and basically it came out she did get her boobs done, but she had her implants taken out. And she was like, oh, I thought you knew, blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, can you rewind that tape? Because she didn't say shit. They were all like, are you for real? Is she for real right now? And then she started talking about, they showed the clip from Bermuda where Karen was like, she wants I could show that picture of her fireman. And Ashley was like, apparently she's got receipts, which is the ghetto way of saying she can back up what she's saying. And Charisse is like, bring it. Show it. Go for it. Because there are no receipts to be had, so go for it. Do it. Show me. And Karen's like, well, I don't want to do that. Oh, God. I mean, like, really? At this point, who cares? Because Charisse then throws out the accusation, oh, Karen, I could talk about you and your boyfriend, but I don't. Okay, that is shade. That's shade right there. Whenever someone says, oh, I could talk about this, but I don't, really, you just did. You just did. You just mentioned it. So they talked all about Karen's security slash driver, and they were like, it's like Whitney Houston, the bodyguard. And his name is Blue Eyes. And Monique's met him, and she said he's very nice, you know. And Karen said the rumors was from years ago, and they're like years ago. And Giselle was like, look, from friend to friend, it's not a good look. You know, it doesn't look cute that you're hanging out with this young guy, you know, and you're still married to Ray. She's like, well, it doesn't. And before she was singing Giselle's praises, she was like, Giselle is many things, but she is not a liar. Okay. But right then, as soon as she said that, she said, well, you're dating 3 guys in the streets of Potomac. That doesn't look good. And Giselle's like, I'm single. I mean, that should have shut it down right then and there. I felt bad for Karen, but at the same time, it's like, oh, girl, you kind of open yourself up to it, you know? Because on the one hand, she's saying, oh, I don't care about, you know, being called the Grand Dame, blah, blah, blah. But obviously she does care. And Andy called her out on that, too. He's like, obviously it is a big deal because you're making a big deal. So, you know, God bless Andy Cohen. He didn't let nobody get away with nothing. So when all the men were out, he asked, because he asked Chris, you know, what it was like to hear his mother call Monique a heifer. First of all, that's an old school insult. How many people do you know call people heifers nowadays? I'm going to use it more. Actually, I prefer hussy, but I'll use heifer as well. I'll go back and forth with my insults. I enjoy them. But Monique was like, look, here's the thing. We all know that she whispers, but we could never hear what she's saying. But now that she's mic'd up, we could hear it. And it's been rough. And he asked if Andy asked Chris if his mom has been to the Potomac House, and he's like, not yet. Is he welcome? And Monique said, is she welcome? And Monique said no. But he's like, yes, of course. She's my mother. She's always welcome. And Monique's like, so, you know, I think that Chris is a good guy, actually. I really do. And the whole thing about, you know, Monique and all you ladies, because someone from Twitter basically commented and said, all you ladies are so disrespectful the way that you flaunt your wealth. Have you ever watched a housewife show? Ever? Like, do you really think that? Because honestly, they're no different than the housewives of Atlanta, of Beverly Hills, of Orange County, of Dallas, of New Jersey, of New York, of Melbourne, of Cheshire, of Auckland. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Everyone always tries to make it look like they have more money than they do. Period. The end of it. Right? You know, so another good thing, Miss Robin, I've got to give Robin credit because she came out with both barrels for this reunion. She was like, look, here's the deal. Because they said, oh, and how much did I pay for my party, Miss Robin? Karen asked Robin, and Robin's like, I heard you didn't even pay for that party. She was just spilling tea all over the place. I loved it. Go, girl. You better get it. But that was kind of it. That was kind of the whole reunion. The whole thing just kind of ended, and it was like, well, what? What? Okay. I didn't think anything got resolved. It was just very... It's like, they were like, okay, well, this is just 2 episodes. We have enough. Let's go. That's kind of how it felt like. So, we'll definitely be looking to see next season how this turns out on The Real Housewives of Potomac. But so, that's kind of it. But, here's the deal. Here's some programming notes for next week. Next week, on Monday, we're doing The Real Housewives of Auckland. Because... they're premiering this Saturday at noon. Okay? And then next Wednesday, no, yeah, next Wednesday, I'm actually doing a Sudsy recap of the Passions event that I'm going to this weekend. I'm very excited about it. The Passions Fan Club lunch. So I'll be telling you all about it next week. So this week we're having a Real Housewives of New York Sudsy recap, but not next week. Next week it's taking a hiatus just for a week because we are about daytime television. So we are going to talk about Passions next week. So next week's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag RHOP or Real Housewife shit to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Or you can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk about the Bold and Beautiful. We're doing that tomorrow. You can also hit that little subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your inbox every single day. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.